So we're back in the garage, the Z900, and it was just a couple weeks ago that we added this MIVV slip-on exhaust silencer to the bike. We also have a new Corbin seat. We have the Kawasaki OEM rear seat cowl, tank grips, Moto Gadget, glassless mirrors, so it's a polished metal. We also have the Puig Pro frame sliders and a Evotech radiator guard. And the next thing we're gonna add is we're gonna do the full downpipe. So we have a set from Black Widow. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox, the downpipes, get these installed on the bike. Hopefully we won't have any issues connecting the MIVV silencer to this kit from Black Widow. So let's get into it, unboxing. Alright, so we just put this thing together a couple weeks ago. Now it's time to take it apart. See, the header bolts are loose. Didn't have too much trouble. And this whole thing, you see I can wiggle that. So I just need to loosen up the bolt that's connecting the bread box to the bike. And so you can see I have my jack stand there. Okay, so we've broken our bread box loose. As you can see, there's a bolt there. We had to kind of loosen the rear set, the bottom one, and rotate the brake lever out of the way, but there was enough play to kind of get us to where we need to go. And this is fully disconnected from the header pipes, but I did put a jack stand under the bottom to keep it from completely falling down. So I want to disconnect the O2 sensor, then this thing should be fully free. With this big boy. It's a big boy right there. Goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and see how much this thing weighs, because we've already taken off the silencer, which is almost 10 pounds. So let's do a full weigh-in. So that's about 15 15, 16. Then you add the silencer. Okay, so the stock pipes, bread basket, and silencer is actually heavier than I thought. It's actually reading over 25, so let's just call it 25 pounds for the stock exhaust setup. Now let's see what the Black Widow headed pipes and MIVV silencer weigh. Okay, so the stock system was 25 pounds, and so with the Black Widow down pipes and the MIVV silencer, MIVV MK3 silencer, we are just at about 10 pounds. So we've shaved 15 pounds off of this bike just with this exhaust system upgrade, which is pretty significant. So for anyone that's interested, stock system 25 pounds, Black Widow headers and MIVV silencer 10 pounds. Alright, so we have the original headers removed, so we want to do a test fit with the new system. So try to put these connectors, spring connectors on. Alright, so we've done a test fit. We have all the spring clips connected, did a test fit to make sure that the header pipes kind of matched up nicely to the exhaust manifold. We have to put the bracket on, so there's a bracket where the bread box used to connect to. That's where the connector pipe, collector pipe I should say, from the exhaust kind of mounts on a downstream end. So it's really just a couple mounting points that point to the back of the bike, and then all four header pipes connect there. So we're doing some detail prep here. So this thing came with, let's see, it came with some gaskets, so we're gonna remove the ones that are still lodged in the exhaust ports. So I just wanted to show everyone what that looks like. So you can see those little, see if I can come off this light. And you can see the gaskets reaching there. So I'm going to simply do this for each one, and then put the new gaskets in there. And what I'll do is put a little sealant on the inside of all the pipe connectors, and then mount this thing up. So we're getting close. Alright, so we're making some good progress. It's just a little tedious fitting the gaskets and tightening things down, but we've gotten pipes 1, 2, and 3 done, so I'm gonna get 4 kind of connected, and then we'll do a check to make sure there are no clearance issues before we tighten everything down. So I'll probably tighten this back mounting bolt up first, and then I'll come back and torque the header bolts down just to make sure things are fitting properly. Alright, so we are almost done. I was just a little concerned with the clearance. You know, right here, the oil pan and the exhaust. I would like to get that over maybe another 1/4 inch or so. So what I'm doing is actually adding some, let me see, where are we? Adding some washers here. So I'll probably add a few more because I need some more space on the right side of this bracket because I want to push the exhaust a little bit further away from this oil pan here. That clearance is probably okay, but I would like to have a little bit more. All right, just doing some cleanup work now. So we had to route the oxygen sensor. It used to connect on the right side of the bike, but with this aftermarket system, it connects on the left. So just want to add a couple zip ties, kind of clean up the wire to make sure it's not moving around. So I'm just going to add a few of these. So you can see the O2 sensor connects on the left side of the exhaust system, so more to the middle of the bike. The original location of the O2 sensor was right about here on the original exhaust, so we're just going to make sure that we reroute the wire. It used to go through this little hose / wire guide here, but I've zip tied it here, and I'm going to zip tie it to the frame just to make sure that it's stable and out of the way and doesn't get pinched on anything. So I'm going to go ahead and add a zip tie to clean up, you know, the wire for the O2 sensor. And this is just the other side. It's a little better view of the O2 sensor, so it has to wrap around and connect on this side of the exhaust. And so what I want to do is make sure this doesn't touch the exhaust, so I'm gonna connect it to this to the frame here. Make sure it's well away from the exhaust. So I'll probably get connected at 2 points just to be safe. So we'll get some zip ties on that and then come back and take a look at it. Then we'll almost be ready to fire this thing up. Need to wipe it down, wipe a whole bunch of the fingerprints off of this thing, remove all these stickers, then fire it up, give it a little test run. All right, so we have pretty much everything tightened down. So we have a silencer, the collector pipe, this looks good. Give it a wipe down. So I'm trying to fire it up, see how it sounds. All right, so we have it all installed. Wiped it down with some alcohol to get rid of those fingerprints. So let's give it a start up, see how it sounds at idle. I'm really gonna have to wait till tomorrow to kind of see how it really sounds.